Welcome back, everybody, to the world according to me, AJ Trip. Rapid reaction of WWE TLC. Let's get this out the way. First off, that was a horrible crowd. It really was. I mean, just on their hands for everything, and it's almost like they wanted everybody to kill themselves. They started cheering basically when the last match when Dean and AJ started killing themselves, and I will say that's the unfortunate thing about the ECW stuff, and I could do a whole thing on that, but I think one of the bad things that come from the whole ECW era and the whole ECW stuff is that it turned fans away from like wrestling and everything like that, and it turned it from wrestling, and it went to like the garbage stuff, and it's almost kind of like that. Now there's always people who wants blood in every match, and they want and they want people to flip off chairs and flip off and I think that's one of the things that you see what's going on with the cruiserweights, that and they don't know too much about them, but they just they expect the cruiserweights to just start doing flips and everything, and there's not necessarily that's how the cruiserweights happen. So, but anyway, let's get back to the reason why I'm doing this video. WWE TLC. So I thought this pay-per-view was very good. That was very good. Some very good and entertaining matches. I don't think any match was a 5-star classic, but I also don't think any match was less than 3 stars, which is a good match. So that's okay. Even like the first match was the tag match. It was kind of short. It was about 12 or 13 minutes. But still, I think that's probably about a 3-star match. It was very good. Put the titles back on Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton. And I put this out on Twitter. I hope Bray and Randy stay forever. I hope they are. I hope they go all the way into next summer. Then they break up, and then Randy and Bray can feud at SummerSlam. That's what I would like to see. I thought that match was good. I thought Nikki and Carmella was. I thought that was okay. They were trying to they're definitely trying to tell a story. I'm not sure. To be honest with you, I don't think it got over, especially from what I saw on Twitter. A lot of people didn't like the match. I thought again it was okay. It was a 3-star match. I thought both women put women into the effort. I have I understand what they were trying to do at the end of the match with with Nikki Bella trying to spray Carmella with the fire extinguisher. I can see where they're trying to get it, but she was kind of just spraying him on her backside instead of trying to doing it in her face. That way you get her so blind and disoriented that she can't see, and you would get her for the rack up attack 2.0. That's what she was going for. It didn't necessarily go over as well, but I thought it. But again, I know what she was going for. Again, great match. So I'm trying to. So I think now, yeah. So if I'm correct, right, the next match is Miz and Dolph Ziggler, the ladder match for the Intercontinental title. A lot of people thought this was gonna be, a classic. You can't. Oh, excuse me. I to be honest with you, I can't wait to get a better computer or better editing software so I can edit out all these things like these yawns and these mistakes and everything, because I know they're gonna be pissing you off. They're pissing me off. So anyway, and your YouTube editor is kind of crazy. So Anyway, you can't expect them to have a classic all the time. Still a really good match. I like the fact one of the things that kind of took away from the Nikki Bella match was at the beginning of the match she started working the knee. They were working on her knee, trying to get it, and then all of a sudden she can, she can do everything right with the knee. So, but one of the things, but in this match it was like this: Dolph Ziggler was working on her knee. At one point, Miz was hanging from the thing. He fell down. He hurt his knee, and they both solved the knee well, excellently, truly. And Dolph Ziggler always does great work, and Miz has done great work like this past, like the last 12 months. He's been on a roll right now, and I've said this before in one of my videos. Miz deserves another shot at the heavyweight championship because I think they gave him the ball the first time, and I guess maybe you could say that maybe he failed because the match at WrestleMania with John Cena didn't go over too well, but I think to be honest, he was still kind of very young, in his career, even though he was probably in his 30s, but he's still young, and now he's closer to 40 now. But he's still young. That's why. So you give him another shot. I don't know necessarily what they got going on, but if it was just me, what I would probably do is I would turn AJ face, and at WrestleMania it's AJ versus The Miz, and I'll put the title on The Miz. I really would, and let The Miz run with it for the next spring of 2017, summer of 2017. So going back to the latter match, both selling the knee, great work by both. Miz gets the victory. So it's a shout out to Daniel Bryan, and that's actually really what they're probably gonna do at WrestleMania. They're probably gonna do Miz versus Daniel Bryan. I don't know. But I don't know. It probably will be just a one-off thing. I don't know. So, then they put Kalisto and Corbin in a chairs match. They put that on next, and again the crowd just awful. But they tried some great things. It was not a bad match at all. Again, I would say probably 3.5, 3 3/4 star match. Just great effort by Kalisto, great effort by Baron Corbin. They did an excellent job. I think the one thing I would have liked to see, the finish of the match was a end of days on a bunch of chairs. And what I would like to see, someone pointed this out on Twitter. Baron Corbin took maybe the most of that, and what I would have liked to see was if that happened, maybe Baron Corbin kind of sell the fact that he fell on a bunch of chairs, maybe a one-arm cover, something like that. And it just kind of, so it's a lot of things that needs to be worked out on. But Baron Corbin ends up with the victory. So for the SmackDown Women's Championship, Alexa Bliss versus Becky Lynch. Again, I think it was a great match. Once again, the crowd was not very into it. I would sound like they was chanting for JBL apparently. James Ellsworth is on my TV, and I'm going to pause this. I'm going to pause this because I want to hear what he has to say. So I'll get back to him in a minute. He was distracting me. So the SmackDown Women's title match, Alexa Bliss versus Becky Lynch. One of the things I would have liked to see is Becky Lynch keep the title and keep it moving. I think, I understand what they're doing with Charlotte and Sasha Banks. What they're hot shining it between each other back and forth because they're doing this thing like both are on each other's level, so that it would make sense that one match Charlotte would win, and the next match Sasha would win, and so on and so on. And if they have a match at Roadblock, it would make sense for Charlotte to win because I see how they're doing it, and at some point they will have to say that someone is the better woman. at least for 2 times in a row, and they may put it off at Roadblock. It may be Sasha. I'm not sure, but we'll see how that goes for that. But for in this case, I wanted to see Becky Lynch, gonna get it on because no, they could have put it on Alexa Bliss at another time, maybe even at WrestleMania, but they decided to do it tonight. Tables match, and in the match, there's a table set outside. Becky Lynch come out and powerbomb her through the table. She won. So we'll have to see how what they're gonna do with the SmackDown women. Because I think right now the SmackDown women, I think to be honest, they're talented women, but I think, but when you're talking about Charlotte and you're talking about Sasha Banks right now, they're just they're kind of outclassing the women on SmackDown, them two by themselves, and that's not, and again, that's not to put down any of the women on SmackDown. All of those women can go, and they can go hard, and they have the ability to stop the show just as much as Charlotte and Becky does. They can do it. They can main event the show. I think they all have the talent to do so. But I think when you're talking about that, the Raw women are winning, and it's because of Charlotte and Sasha Banks. They might even have to maybe do one of those, maybe make a trade and put one of those on the other show so that Anyway, but yeah. So Alexa Bliss's win. We'll see how she runs with the title, and we'll see where it goes from there. So now we have the main event: AJ Styles versus Dean Ambrose for the title. Like I mentioned before, there was some crazy spots. Some kind of like superplex flip Dean Ambrose did on AJ Styles onto a bunch of chairs, and we had set up on one table, and then AJ Styles set up on one table. Dean Ambrose got a ladder, put it on a table, climbed up and jumped off onto the other table onto AJ Styles. Then we have AJ Styles setting up a table on the outside, putting Dean Ambrose on it, getting into the ring, doing the 450 springboard splash onto it, and then we have the guy Ellsworth come out, and I'm getting tired of it. I really is. I hopefully, I know this. I hope what happens is I'm gonna listen to James Ellsworth to see what he is going to say about why he did what he did, because he basically screwed Dean Ambrose. When Dean Ambrose had a shot at the title, he tipped over the ladder. He fell onto a bunch of tables, and AJ Styles got the title. Which, by the way, and my side point, and it should be a side point. A lot of people on Twitter was making this the main point. Somehow AJ Styles got a hole on the back side of his trunks, on his his things, tights, and everybody just making just stop. So watch the damn match, So it was AJ Styles is still heavyweight title, and he should be the champion until WrestleMania. And like I said, I would put it on the Miz. I don't know who they're gonna put it on. They might bring up Samoa Joe, Nakamura. It could be a bunch of folks. So we'll see how that goes. So overall, again, I like this pay-per-view. This was a pretty good pay-per-view on WWE TLC. I think that as it comes to Roadblock, in a couple of weeks, the Raw brand has some competition. I think they can put it off. They've got a lot of talent over there as well. I think especially if you got Seth Rollins and Chris Jericho, you have Kevin Owens and what's his face, and anything like that. So you'll see, and Roman Reigns for the title. So I think it'll be awesome, good. Also, we're coming up on one of the great times of the year. It's a good time. It's a good time and a bad time. It's a bad time because pro football starts to wind down. Not a lot of games. But also a good time of the year because it's the Royal Rumble time, which means it's also WrestleMania season. So some good stuff coming up from WWE. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks or in the next couple of months, leading up to WrestleMania. All right, what did you guys think of WWE TLC? Did you like it? What do you think of all the matches? What about this guy James Ellsworth? Post your comments down below. If you like my video, hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel and also my gaming channel, Wwe Gaming. Share all my videos with your family and friends. And as always, be good to each other, y'all. Again, we want to remind you guys that if you do subscribe to Wwe Gaming, starting tomorrow, leading all the way up to the day of Roadblock, actually, December 18th, there will be, I want to try my best to have a live stream every day. I have a bunch of games. I have Madden, I have WWE 2K17, I have NBA 2K17, I have Call of Duty, Infinite Warfare. I have Modern Warfare too, but I don't play a lot of that. DC Universe Online. Might even do some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Who knows? Might do just anything, but it's live stream every day just for you guys. So I thank you guys for watching all of those live streams. I thank you for watching this video as well. I will talk to you guys over on the gaming channel, and any other thing that pops up, I will be sure to try to do a rapid reaction or a reaction about that. I'm also try to start doing some regular reaction videos as well. So I'll talk to you guys later. Go Bears.